And good evening once again, all you fantastic people. Silver Dragon here, coming at you with some more My Time at Portia. Going to be continuing where last left off earlier. Let me make sure I have everything paused here properly, and of course it's misbehaving slightly, but that's not unusual. Let's go ahead and continue, and while that does its thing, I'll go ahead and send this out again. And send that. Care package failed. Yes, we did unfortunately fail that one, but whatever. That doesn't matter too much, honestly. I'm not too upset about that. Mildly annoyed, but not upset. It's kind of like, well, there should be a time limit then to when you can accept that mission. Alright, Town Hall. Gale has something for me to do. We won the workshop. And the Commerce Guild. Let's see if we got something new from this box. Let's say we got a llama statue this time, or sculpture. Which actually is much better than the previous thing. Because it's a, oh god, it's huge. That is a giant llama sculpture. I'm gonna slap you, you know what? I'm gonna slap you dead center right into the, right after the entrance here. There we go. Excellent. Alright. Now. Stealth block's complete. This is all still cooking away, doing its thing. I'm going to leave that alone for the most part. I shouldn't have to interfere with that. This should all be growing just fine and dandy. Let's go ahead and give you some more delicious plant fiber. Yay! There you go. There you go, you adorable llama. Let's ride. Oh no. Higgins is gonna beat me in there again. Damn you, Higgins.
Nice work. This is your pick.
Hey. Fuck off, Higgins. 3 bombs, 2 waste packs. Yeah, let's go 3 bombs. Where the hell did Higgins go? It's weird. Well, whatever. Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's go talk to Gale. Actually, he might. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I'm pretty sure he won't open for another, yeah, another 30 minutes. Maybe I might go take a glance at the research center just to see what's producing. See what my data disks are generating. Another 10 seconds. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. In we go. Time for school. Gale, old bean, what can I do for you? No, I don't want to rename a workshop.
Ah, you received my mail. Good, good. I've been so impressed with your conduct lately.
Uh-huh.
Especially after you dealt with those shenanigans in the desert.
All the shenanigans,
So,
all the time.
I could not resist offering this project to you alone. I consider
Okay.
this project to be the icing on the cake of Portia. There should be no dangerous combat or fixing a system gone awry involved, I hope. This one should be nothing but a boon to the city.
Okay.
So, what's the project?
The Portia Hot Air Balloon Park. I've been wanting to build something like this in Portia ever since I rode in one during the war, decades ago. The view from the balloon is just wonderful. If memory serves, I believe there will be 2 parts to this project. First, you'll need to build a landing platform and
I
balloons.
like how I can turn that
Then
down for now.
You'll need to install them into the right... Oh,
That's no problem.
I've cleared some space for this project by the duck pond behind McDonald's Ranch. You'll need to install the landing platform there. At any rate,
Yep.
I must get back.
Yeah, go talk to Petra. Got it. On the way. I needed to go there anyway. Well, didn't need to go there, but I planned on going there regardless. Alright, but first things first, let's go stop off and say hi to the lovely Ginger, shall we? Oh, Ginger dear. How are thee on this fine day? This fine rainy day? I guess now's a good time for your massive collection of umbrellas. Oh, she's not even in here. Well then. You must become Gust's buddy. No. It's like, what if I don't want to be his buddy? Alright, llama, let's ride. Oh, there's Ginger. There you are, dear.
Hi. I love to make things with my hands.
It brightens your day. Have an
I
umbrella.
really love this.
You can add that umbrella to your other umbrella. And we can party tomorrow at the Peach Plaza. Same time as always. Even with all that, she still isn't up to 4, is she? No, it's just a little bit off. A little bit off. Damn it. Right. Petra. Take my data
Are you here for the
discs.
diagrams?
Oh.
I've got you covered. You'll need a basket for 1 to 2 people, something to power the balloon, and appropriate cloth for the balloon itself.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Take your data discs. Huh.
Hi. If you find any... I like
I'm always
this gift.
finding things of value. Don't worry about it. It's funny, though, the electric furnace is still here. Weird. Maybe there's an industrial electric furnace they're working on. I don't know. We'll have to wait another day or two, maybe, before it replaces that with the new one. But let's go ahead and make some bombs. Other than that, we're just waiting for more resources to be produced, essentially. Ooh, let's grab some more snake fruit while I'm out here. Follow me, noble steed. We are off to collect some snake fruit. Or snake berries, I should say. Same crap, different pile. Unfortunately, there does not appear to be many snakeberry plants. Which is mildly annoying, but what can you do? Oh yes, I'm also going to have to go hunt down Ack later and make sure I get his, shit. Small bombs. I need more gunpowder. Done. Right, who do I need to chat with then? Ah yes, it was Petra that was asking for bombs. Why she needs bombs? Don't know, don't care. Ack, there you are.
Hi.
Good thing you're not very fast.
I'm learning more.
Have a power stone, old bean. Alright. How am I with you right now, too? We're getting there. I wonder if I have anything else on social that allows me to interact with. I think there is one that allows a multiple interactions with them. Which would help speed things up here a bit, that's for damn sure. When dating or playing... Daily interactions with other people. So I'd have to get all the way down to here. So I would need a lot of points. I would need to invest a lot of points to get down to that point. Yeah. Yeah, that's not worth doing right now. Alright, let's see here. What else do I need to do right now? Is the question of the day. I guess we should, again, go find some more snake berries. And with that, probably grab that manure as well that's out there. I will spend a bit of time producing some additional salads. Fruit salads. And probably should go do some more diving. Let's get the last level of that dungeon conquered. I should have more than enough stamina now to do it. Yeah. No, I'm not finding any more up here. Damn. Alright, yeah, no, we'll just go back. I will... because I think I have more than enough on me right now. Let's see, what do we got? We got 10 of them on me, which is pretty good. Increased defense. I got that for health. Increased crit chance. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, no, we're just going to go directly there then. We already have everything we need, so let's head on out. I'm actually going to use the DD stop on the other side of the bridge here. And we'll warp on over to the mine. Go punch some boss monsters. It's time for the final level fight. Onward, Jeeves. Thanks for the ride. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Jump off that there cliff. Right. I will see you later, noble steed. The deep mines. Level 46 to 50. And what am I right now? I am 37. So basically, yeah. We're at the point of, oh, wow. Huh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Is there any loot up here that I missed by jumping down outright? No. Meow! Go, hammer! Hammer, hammer, hammer! Hammer! Hammer time! Hammer down! Nope, nice try. The flame guy's gonna be a slight pain in the ass, but hey. Oh, hello. Wait, did I do that to you? I didn't think I did. Meow! Meow! There we go. Now I got them stun locked. Have a nice day. You precocious wankus. Alright. Next, Scythe Bro. Come on down, Scythe Bro, let's fight. Wake up. Meow. You had fun upstairs already. I gave you what you wanted. Stop complaining. You had your fun. That's enough fun for you today. Okay? Okay. Get down here. Oh, nice. Double crit. Come on, jump up. There you go. There you go. Hey, you had your fun up there. What are you doing, huh? Oh, great. Now you just... No, great. So I finally gave in and let you go up there, and now you just want to frickin' be all in my way. Oh, you brat. You are an adorable little brat. Goodbye. And he was never heard from again. What do we got here? Oh. Bye. Have a good time. Splat. If only that actually dealt damage. I'm pretty sure when I go down there, they're going to be fine. And this is actually, well, it's only 3 floors. This final level only has 3 floors, but as we can see by looking around, these are very custom, I should say. Bye. Right, how can I get on there safely? Yeah, I should be able to do it this way. And Geronimo. Hey. And then we just transfer down to here. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Climb on up the rope here, and huzzah! The treasure be mine. And was it worth it? Ah, wooden music box, that was worth it. Whee! Hey. Time to go down. No Naruto running for you. And hammer down. Oh. Goodbye. God, they're all just getting... I'm gonna have to fight like an army down there in a minute. For the... Oh, fudge. It's like, for the sheer amount that are getting knocked down here... Yeah, like, look at this. It's gonna be madness. Can I dodge? Or maybe not. Apparently I can't dodge. Apparently dodging is not allowed right now. God damn it. They're definitely making this final level difficult. Whew. God damn. Hopefully we didn't leave any behind, because getting up there is not going to be easy now. Are you done? Good. Face the might of my hammer. And done. Right. Get on over here, you little wily wankers. Good night, sweet prince. Right. No. You are denied flaming privileges. Excellent. Ah, this hammer is the best cheese. The best kind of cheese. It be gooda. Anyway, enough bad puns. Whap. I don't see anything loot-wise over there, so I'm not going to bother jumping all the way over there for nothing. Right, let's keep going. Down to the second floor. Floor 2 of 3. Which will also probably be a nice custom-made location. How dare you dodge my first attack, you monster. You're gonna pay for that. With a death. Alright. Let's go ahead and immediately pop that just in case to get some more stamina. Yeah. I'm just gonna get him to walk into that, and lo and behold, he did. And you dead. Right. Yep. Oh. Parkour! Parkour! Ooh. I will take all that shiny loot, thank you very much. Really? Just an advanced... I have enough advanced engines to kill somebody. Then again, technically one advanced engine I imagine would be heavy enough to kill somebody, but still. Seriously. Enough advanced engines. I do not need... Nobody needs that many advanced engines. Right. Nope, 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 nope. And done. Hey. Up we go. Yep, more loots. Gotta get all that sweet, sweet loot. Kick. Oh, it's another advanced engine. I'm so ecstatic about that. Oh, great. Got 2 Naruto runners and Mr. Scythe. Call Mr. Scythe for all your grass-cutting needs. He may be inefficient, but damn does it look cool when he's doing it. looks like that's the right way, so we're going this way. Yeah, we got 2 guys in there to kill, plus the loot. Let's go ahead and pop one of those for health. Actually, this is the way out, but we have to finish all of them off first before we can actually use it. Right, let's get up here and grab our loot. If I can jump properly, that would help. There we go. Condensed power stone. Now that I like. Right. Bring it on, ya misfits. Let's do this. Get down here. And there's some beautiful critical hits on him. Alright. Gather up, lads. Gather up now. I don't want to have to do this more than once. And done. Have a nice day. Right. Can I... No, I can't get up there. Right, let's go. Onwards to the boss. It's time for an epic boss battle. Eat some fruit salad, bacon roll, fruit tart. Alright, let's do this. Fight! Final round. Fight! Oh, it's you again. Mr. Chief Honcho. I am going to enjoy stun locking you again. Oh, look! I just did. Oh, level 55 Chief getting beaten the absolute crap out of him by a level 37 dude with a hammer. Oh, I'm sure this is highly embarrassing for you, good sir. But, hey. That's what happens when you lock yourself inside of a cave like this and don't get with the times. See, spear is out. Spear is done. It's hammer now. It's all hammer. Hammer is life. And it is also your death. Good night, sweet prince. Smack. Adventurer's cap. Which I'm sure is fabulous. 600 health? Yeah. Oh, of course, it's a level 45 restriction. Of course. Just like that was a level 40 restriction. Of course. Of course it is. Well, that's that. Final floor completed. I just got that hat. Too bad I can't use it for quite a while, but hey, I got it. And that's all that matters. Alright, onwards, llama. Tally-ho! My magnificent steed. Come on. Come on. Thank you. And away we go. Confirm. Take me home, Jeeves. Righto. Not much I can do but wait for the diagram tomorrow. Oh, they're good on power. They got days. Days of power. Let's take a look at you. We can see its loyalty. Well, I can train it from here. Jump utilization, dash utilization. Let's train speed. He is not a happy llama right now, unfortunately. Cannot pet him here, apparently. There we go. Hopefully the variety of feed will make him happier. Well, the horse was temporary. The horse was just rented. The llama was free, so, I mean, you can't beat free. Can't beat free. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and refresh these. You, however, I'm not going to refresh, because once those 2 days are up, I'm going to swap you out for powder. Craft another 25 resin. What do I need you crafting? Might as well keep producing some hardwood planks. Copper plates are done for that. I know I needed those for something. Can't remember what, but I definitely need them for something. Wooden boards. I don't really need those. Oh, no, let's actually make some more aluminum plates, just in case. Alright. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Also, I got a llama statue. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I also got a dragon soup, which permanently increases my defense by 1. And time to sleep. Ding-a-ling, ding-dong. Alright, so hopefully now we should have our balloon blueprint. But yeah, I am 100% going to try and blitz my way through the missions again as much as possible. Okay, I just got the designs for that. And now we gotta go all the way to the frickin' end here again. Ah, sigh. An ode to sigh. Steel frames, a display, and bronze pipes. Not difficult at all. I should move you. I should. I should still have bronze pipes on me. I do. Smashing. If I could stop dragging the display around, that would help. I love how I build it and then it basically quadruples in size when I actually place it. And we need multiple of these, so I need a wicker basket, which requires quality leather. Colossal balloon. I need 3 of these, actually. Okay, need quality leather, good sir. Oh, we're actually low on pigments. Luckily, I do have what I need for that. Oh, shit. Luckily, I don't think, well, actually, how's my tree coming along? Because we should be getting a harvest here soonish. Ah, nice! We're actually going to get a harvest here within a couple hours. Excellent. Ah, yes, she did give me that, didn't she? I also got this for max stamina. Actually, I got 2 of those for max stamina. Brain. There we go. Like, brain, come on. Come on now, function. Let's do this. Get your shit together, brain. I need to go watch this run from the beginning. Every time I get a minute to tune in, your base is light years ahead. Pretty much, because I've been doing at least 3, oh, yeah, I'd say at least 3, if not 4 hours of this every single day For the very reason that I really want to blitz my way through it, and...
There used to be...
Yeah, you have to put that much into it to do her. Oh, shit. Higgins beat me to the punch. Well, luckily he just takes a random one. He doesn't take the best one, so I should still have a good commission here available. But we are already the number 1 workshop, which is good. Although I need to check and see if I'm S-class or not. Ooh, he left one. 3 waterproof lamps. No problem. For McD. Old McD. But yeah, because the main reason why this thing looks a light years ahead now is I'd already prepped what we needed for the electric forges here. And when I finally got the ability to make them, I just started pumping them out like a mad lad. Righto. So it's 3.2 per. Let's go turn in McD's commission since he's just over here. Oh yes, we also gotta go see Ginger tonight.
I love Granny's farm.
And it also reminds me, I should see about... Do I want to do the fireworks thing tonight? No, it's not. Let's not bother. Onwards, glorious steed. Whoop. Alright. We got that. We've got the baskets. I forgot to put that inside. Where was that other one? Shite. Ah, crap. There it is. I was trying to time it just right, but I can't do it. Alright, let's see what my workshop rank is. We are currently a workshop rank of A. We can see stamina is almost maxed again. Attack and defense are not, because those are much, much harder to acquire. But, it's fine. It's fine. Goodbye, Ack. We'll see you another time, fine sir. Right, yeah. Hot air balloon. What else did it require? Ah, yes, rope. Let me just... Manufactured items, I think I put them in. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I will actually need a bare minimum of 1 more, so... You know what? Let's go ahead and make 25. Why the hell not? We might as well. Llama statue is a great centerpiece. I know, right? I got that for essentially being the #1 workshop this month. You get a random box of something, and the first time because I kind of stopped things earlier, since I was also on earlier. And when I first opened that box, it gave me a sofa. And the second time around now, it gave me the llama statue. So I am much, much happier to have the llama statue, I must say. Ah, yes, I gotta build it again. We also need to build another wicker basket. Well, I got the colossal balloons that I needed. I remember the last time I had to build this, it took me a while to actually have all the components for this. Luckily now, because I have a much, much stronger infrastructure, it is significantly easier. Now I just gotta wait for this last little bit of quality leather and we're good to go. Is there anything else going on in town that I need to know about? No, I'm not seeing any other additional quests or anything like that right now. Alright. And we're actually keeping it on 100% now, just so that I can, actually, do I still have it? Let me double check here to make sure that I have it on 100%. I do. Okay. So yeah. Because we're now at the point where, again, we really want time to start going by faster. But I also need to go acquire something here, which I nearly forgot about. And actually, we might spend... You know what? Let's do that. Let's freaking do it. We're gonna be investing a lot of data disks here in a second. To the Church of Light. I couldn't get this to work last time. Let's try it again this time. Number one, I need a large planter box. Actually, I need 2 large planter boxes. Let's go ahead and buy that irrigation tower, and I will buy 20 of these irrigation flooring. Hopefully that's enough. Haha, sounds good. Thanks, mate. Alright, so we are going to build a proper farming / irrigation system. Well, we won't be able to, as you can see there, we're not going to be able to cover everything. Actually, hopefully as long as it partially connects, like this, it still counts. We'll find out here. We'll do a little test run. Hopefully it won't have to cover the whole thing. 'Cause if it has to, then I have to move it. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your hard work there, good sir. I'll collect that. Okay. Let's see if it has to cover the whole thing or not. You also have to move. There we go. Okay, now, do I still have those seeds on me, or did I put them away? I did put them away. Okay, let's grab those quickly. And I should really sort through my inventory, because holy crap, I've got a lot of junk in my trunk. And it all needs to be moved. There we go. Mysterious supergiant seeds. So, let's pick that up. Apparently I can transplant it there. Pick that up. Okay. So yes, it is confirmed. It has to be 100%. 100% coverage. Basically, you have to have 100% coverage for it to work. Is what it amounts to. As far as I can tell here. So, like this right here won't necessarily work. Because I need to have full coverage here. And I do not have full coverage. So, what I think I can do to fix that, though, is pick this up and slap her back there. That way I can do this. Oh god, this is a hell of a mess. Oh shit. We might have to do this later then, because I gotta go see Ginger. The rest of this is gonna be off slightly. God damn it. Get in there. Okay, let's go see Ginger. Gotta go. We'll fix the rest of this later. Ginger!
Hello.
Let us be. Actually, before we
Uncle
begin...
Russo was in a great...
Before we begin... Crap, I do not have any umbrellas to give you right now. Alright. Let's go. First things first, let's ride the llama to get you closer. Oh god. I have an adorable cat snoring behind me. Come on, Ginger. Let's dine, dear. What would you like? Fish and seafood, so please don't order that. What did she order the last time that she really liked? Let me try and imitate that. Wow, they don't have the usual stuff here. She likes that. She's ordered that before. She said no fish, so... I'm very satisfied with all these dishes. Hey, as long as you're happy. Let's go. I know you don't like gifts, so I'm not going to bother offering one. Alright. There we go, we're off. I haven't done this thing in a while, so let's try this. Oh, I'll actually use up the last of it, too. Okay. Let's do it. They made this harder. They made this harder. $54. We got some stamina back. Nice. Can't figure out why I like this game so much. I'm usually into RTS. It's just a good game. It really is. Honestly, they did a really good job on it. But yeah, I'm so when it comes to RTS. I love them. I really do. I've played a absolute shit ton of them. But at the same time, my micro skill or macro skills, however you want to say it in that regard, are non-existent.
Thank you. I do have a weak body, and it's something I have to live with every day. But, you know, because of my condition, I rarely step... I'm lucky to be surrounded by love.
There's nothing else I can really do with one bit of energy. I don't think. Yeah, no. We won't be able to doodle or do anything else at that point, so... Can I do that again, apparently? Apparently I can.
Papa told me stories about him and Uncle Russo during the war against Duvos.
That's all we got time for. What did we get up to there? Very nice! Relationship with Jinder has changed to friend. Yay!
Uncle Russo has been a...
I wish I had some more umbrellas for you right now, but I don't. Right. Let's get to building that last balloon, shall we? We got the platform. We got 2 balloons. Did I not build the last one at all? I thought for sure I'm pretty... Oh, no. I know what the problem is. It's on the platform waiting. I see the last component. That's what it is. Welcome, Ronnie. What am I missing? Wicker basket? Yes, I am missing the wicker basket. Okay, we'll get that installed tonight, and then tomorrow we can party. Do-do-do. Hold still, you damn llama. Yeehaw! I wonder if I can feed him apples or something. Rather than just fill his food bowl, essentially. Be nice if I could increase his loyalty by administering it by hand, per se. And well, that's what that is. I was wondering what that... I see. We will have to chat with Gale in the morning since he's probably home and they get locked down at 1900. Well, I do have apples on me. Interact with the llama. Pet the llama. Pet the llama again. Excellent. Let's ride. And a hop, skip, and a jump. Loyalty's about the same. Speed is going up. He is a lot happier right now. I'm not going to sell him, though. Right. Let's get back to fixing this. Unfortunately, I don't think we have... Yeah, we definitely do not have enough. But hey. Fertilizer. Excellent. And now I wait. Did we have anything left in here? I'm guessing that we don't. We don't. That's why this guy's going to be horrifyingly unhappy right now. Wait, so it's a giant bamboo papaya and a apple tree. Okay. Speaking of which, though, you should be... Oh, it's because I picked it up. Are you kidding? God damn it, I didn't get a harvest from that. That's aggravating. It's mildly aggravating. Yeah, they're all maxed out now. So, we're gonna have to spend another... That would be 8 data disks, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Something along those lines. But anyway, let's go ahead and sort. Let's start with the very top here. Throw some of this away in the animal stockpile. Anything else need to go in the animal stockpile? Yes. Alright, let's go down to... Start with wood here as well. So that way I can get rid of a vast majority of this junk. Alright, let's move on to the ores then. You don't really go in here, but I'll put you in there anyway because I'm too lazy to do it the other way. Manufactured storage. Put away all this. Striking glass. Sort. Okay, I can't put any more of this in here right now. What is this all doing in here? This doesn't belong in there. Let's take you out of there as well. Okay. Good enough. That can go in there. Good. Get those artifacts out of there. Animal storage, that can go away. Where's the other one? Oh, I guess it's not in there. Whatever. Dungeon items. And finally, farming items. Good enough. Done. Okay. Still have those calves in there as well. Eventually I'm going to have to get those calves out of there. But anyway. The trees didn't come back so fast after you cut them. Oh god, yeah. No, if you actually had to plant trees like that, that'd be interesting, but if the trees didn't come back from the sheer amount of, you know, resources you required, it would be insane. But yeah, no, it would definitely definitely be interesting in a way. In a way. Yawn. How much you got left on here? 18? Okay. There we go. That's about halfway. Good enough for me. Time to pass out. We'll go chat with Gale in the morning. Eventually, I will have to completely remove and rearrange all that stuff, though. Actually, hold on. Did it... It might have given it to me when I moved it, but I didn't notice it. Huh. Anyway. From May. You guessed it! Take a picture of the church lightly. Nora, Peach Plaza, cheers, have a nice day. From Carol. Sewing machine you made is incredible, able to complete new garments more quickly than ever. Found a way to update the attributes of a piece of clothing with this new machine. Why don't you come over and try it on? Let's ride. Ah, good morning, Ak.
Hey! There used to be...
Yes, many AIs. Many AIs, much profit. There we go. Ah, yes, ginger. Ginger, ginger, ginger. We are out of copper bars. I thought I was making a bunch in here. Probably because I had to cancel for some reason or another. Right, 100 copper should be more than enough for that. That being the case, let me go into here and grab the topaz. That's the best, next best thing for her. Gale should be on the way down. I can intercept him before...
Oh, this is wonderful! I knew you could do it.
Damn straight.
If only my dear wife was here to see this day. Speaking of romance, I must say that a balloon ride would be a glorious way to spend some time with that special someone. Something to think about, eh? I can't
Got
thank
it.
you
I'll be
enough
inviting
for
your daughter
all hard
later.
work. I do have some small tokens to show my appreciation, though.
Wouldn't that would be freaking hilarious too? It'd be like, I really wish, again, this is where, when it comes to games like this, I wish you could interact more with conversation in that regard. Like, I wish it gave you an opportunity to reply to them, or not reply to them, depending, after a little bit of conversation like that. Because if I had the option to, I would have totally added on, like, tacked on to that. Something along the lines of, so, I should invite Ginger around midnight then? Oh, it'd be interesting if there were actual, like, conversation chains depending on what you say to people like that. But unfortunately, no. There is yet to be a game like this that does that, other than a something along the lines of Beyond Two Souls or something like that, which is a completely different style of game in that regard. Yeah. We did finally get up to 4. It took a while, but we got there. Let me in, 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 let me in. But again, we're going to be skipping some days here more than likely. Just so that I can get to the point where we're still going to be doing our commissions and such, but in order to start blitzing through a lot of the missions, I will be probably passing out halfway through some of the days. I'll go through, talk to the people I want to talk to quickly, get everything wrapped up in a hurry, and then away we go. Couple A-class missions, 3 flower carpets, 7 manganese steel bars. Easy enough. Screw you, Higgins. I am the #1 workshop. Ah, Minister Lee. I will have to find Nora after that. But let's quickly just hop the fence, go down and... Oh, I actually had the correct storage. Perfect. Immediately had the correct storage. Right, where is he at? In the middle of town. Fantastic, let's go say hi. So yeah, we'll give her the topaz, since I don't really have any more umbrellas. Hello. I can give her right now. And then we will speed along. Okay. Higgins. See, Higgins? I've finished my commissions before you're even back to your damn workshop. That's why I'm #1. It's a good thing that the camera works like a drone. Otherwise, that would be very difficult to take in the middle in midair. Oh yeah, no, I all the time, Even in the like every single, because again, I've played this since they released the very first build of this game. I was one of the many people who kickstarted their previous game, Planet Explorers. Likewise, I also kickstarted this one and, you know, had absolutely no problem with doing that. Where the hell is she? Is the question. I guess I haven't taken a picture of him, apparently, for some reason. And, yeah.
Ah, this is for the church's...
Maybe she's inside? Let's go into the round table. Maybe Nora's inside. That's why it was giving me a check mark on the building. Which is kind of weird. No, Nora is not inside. So what the hell is she then? Yes, I am number 1. Nora, where are you? Come out, you delightful pain in my ass. I like how they're just following each other around. It's adorable. Where, oh where could Nora be? Oh, I'll track her down eventually. Good
Research
morning,
shows
there,
in the ruins near Portia, there are a lot of valuable contraptions.
Well, I do love valuable contraptions. Here, have a power stone.
Thanks.
Have a power stone. Still don't know what you're actually making for me, because for some reason it's bugged out and not showing me, but hey. Yep, this was, I believe this one was part of the Kickstarter as well. Because otherwise I wouldn't have got a shirt that said so. But yep, they crowdfunded Planet Explorers. I'm pretty sure they did the same with this one. And yeah. Afterwards, they eventually did release it on Early Access, which is where most people picked it up. And actually, speaking of which, their previous game, Planet Explorers, is actually free. So you can pick that up on Steam for free right now.
Recently,
and
I
play
finished
it.
reading My Way.
And it's not a perfect game. It has its bugs, it has its issues, but it is still a rather enjoyable
I
game.
like it.
So if you're looking for a good single-player MMO-esque style game, then by all means, check it out. I mean, you can't beat the low, low price of free. Now, the reasoning why it's free, and actually a lot of people were actually kind of pissed about this, which is somewhat understandable, I guess, I suppose? Not really? I mean, if you paid for a game and suddenly it was made free, I'm sure you'd be a little pissed, but honestly speaking, I got more than my money's worth out of enjoyment in that. I like to consider it a tip to the devs at that point, pretty much. Essentially, there was a bug with the Steam servers, which essentially deleted the entire server-based code for,
How does someone's
deleted the entire server-based code for all of the multiplayer integration, essentially. And in order for them to actually get it back, they would have basically had to have spent a lot of time to completely recode it all from scratch. Talk to you because you're Mayor's daughter. But yeah. So yeah, they would have had to completely recode it from scratch, and they were already working on this game, and, you know, they didn't have the time, nor necessarily the money to invest in doing that, so they basically were like, you know what, because we cannot fix this, multiplayer is just not going to exist on that anymore, and we're just going to make it free for everybody. Which, again, some people weren't so happy with that. Personally, I'm fine with it. I mean, most devs, if something like that happened, they would just be like, well, shit happened, we're not fixing it, sorry, bad news bears, peace out, it'll be $20 forever.
How does my uniform look? I cleaned it just this morning.
For a dev like that, especially an indie dev, to be like, hey, it fucked up, but you know what, because this happened, we're gonna make it free. How many would do that? Not many, as far as I'm concerned. So, that alone was a bit of a ballsy move in that regard, per se, so I can't be mad at them for that. Still, they have promised, of course, that, you know, they would make up for it, basically, when they did get around to making Planet Explorers 2. As the entirety of the game, Planet Explorers, initially here at least, takes part on a island, essentially, not even the main continent. It takes part on a small island of the world that you crash on. So, yeah. it'll definitely be interesting how much they can expand on all the things they did in that game when they go to the mainland, per se.
Great work as always on these photographs. I'll get to writing the article.
Must be why the reviews are mixed on Steam. Yeah, that's basically... If you look at the reviews on there, you will see that most of the negative reviews are all about them basically abandoning it. But they didn't abandon it. They didn't have the time to, you know, go back and redo all the code that got destroyed. It's understandable in that regard. She cleaned it just for me. Yep. Just to have her picture taken for the lovely Portia. Actually, speaking of which... Long live the mayor! Hey! Advertisement time. It will last 1 week. Right, is there anything else I need to do? I've already... No. Not really. Commission's done. Chatted with everyone that I needed to. Gifted whatever I needed to gift. Yeah, we should be good here. Let's, interact with the llama then. There we go. Excellent. Barely have any time to play this in Sunless Skies. Yeah, and it is a fairly extensive game as well in and of itself, so... The one thing that I suggest, per se, in that game, and it's something that I do quite often when I played it, is that I tend to skip to certain sections of the game, because basically... It is open world, so you can go all the way to the other end of the island if you really wanted to, although I think there are some things that kind of restrict you from doing so, but for the most part, if you can try, you can get there pretty much. But, and actually, let me go get some, I'm going to do some mining, actually, because I need to get some more data disks. Now that I think about it, I do need to get some more data disks. Also, how are we on the other resources here? Magnesium ore is getting low, so we will go get some of that then. I actually might need to pay again, too. Good morning, Emily. We haven't had a chance to chat yet today.
I love Granny's farm.
See you!
Alright. And away we go. But yeah, so there's a certain area where you can basically meet NPCs ahead of time before you actually get the quest to go find them. And I always tend to rush there, like, at the beginning of the game, after basically farming some materials to sell to them, because they sell advanced tool blueprints. And with those, you can, of course, build the advanced tools, which, and actually... I should refresh the mind. Well, no, I should be fine. So yeah, if you can buy advanced tool blueprints, so like iron tools right off the bat kind of deal. And with those, you're able to get a lot more resources per hit. Very similar to this, in the regard that if I were to build a basic pick right now, I wouldn't be getting nearly as much ore in a single hit as I am here. So I always immediately rush off to those NPCs to get those diagrams so that I'm able to get the advanced tools right away. And that kind of starts you off with a bit of an advantage when it comes to gathering resources. And even after them, I use that to gather the, I think it's like copper and iron tools. And then I move on to another set of NPCs for the exact same reason, who have even more slightly advanced things that you can acquire really early on. And you also, you build, what is it? There's like a train system you can, or a monorail system you can build. You can build various vehicles, both land vehicles, air vehicles, and all kinds of cool stuff. And this is all custom-made stuff, too. I remember I linked the ISO page at some point. I'm not sure if you saw that. But if you look up, if you just go on Google and look up Planet Explorer's ISO, that leads you to... Is it cheating if I ask where those blueprints are? No, not really. I actually think I have... let me see here. I should have a thing on that. Oh, why is my... What? Okay, no wonder my YouTube thing was being weird. Okay. Oh, let me max this out so I can see it here. Yeah, there's the final war. I guess that was the last moment of the beta. So we did manage to... It was in the beta that we had access to the entire story at that point. So... I don't know if I had a specific point on that where I... Let me actually click on this one here. I'll have to mute myself here in a second because it's going to play that.
This is not juggling. This is called Mr.
Yeah, no. Thank you, ads. I appreciate that, ads. Screw off, ads. But yeah, this is the first video of that bit of the series that I did. I pretty much in every one I was always rushing off to do that anyway. So you watch the first like 20 minutes of that, and you'll see me running off to go grab those blueprints. I'm assuming that was, like, that is the complete series, I believe. That has, from beginning to end of the final beta before launch. Since there wasn't any difference between that and launch, I don't think. At least that's the only video I could find on there. I don't know if I'm missing something else, but yeah. And that shows off a lot of the gameplay as well. But yeah, also, if you look up the, if you Google, Planet Explorer ISO, that takes you to the website where people post all of the crazy stuff that they've made, essentially. From weapons to just guns, vehicles, shields. I don't think they ever released a system for building your own armor, unfortunately. I mean, they might have. I can't remember for life. It's been a while since I played that. But, yeah. To say the least, there's a lot of really cool stuff you can build. I think, what is it? There's... Obviously, the land vehicles. There's boats, which I never really found a use for. I think I just built literally like a raft, just because a quest asked me to. It was like literally a raft with an engine attached to it. There is hovercrafts, which you unlock shortly after that, which allow you to go at decent speed, a little bit up, but I never really bothered making them, except for, again, being forced to via a quest request. Or for a quest. And then after that, you start to get to the actual aircraft, which are the big fun beasties. And you'll actually use the... you can attach a lot of stuff to your vehicles as well. Like, I had a whole bunch of auto turrets attached to it in order to take on some of the big boss fights. But people have made things like the Halo Warthog. They've made... I think somebody even attempted to make the Serenity, or the ship from Serenity, which was pretty great. But there's a lot of games that I can easily suggest for anybody looking to waste like a lot of time. Another one with very similar-ish building, I should say, would be From the Depths, which is a really ridiculous... oh, hey, Dad, welcome back. Ridiculous kind of shipbuilding / airship kind of interesting little game. So you build various ships from different components, and they have different engines. Like, you actually put components into your engine in order to boost its power. You have missiles that you can customize, basic little dinky kind of cannon, your typical kind of battleship cannons. Or not battleship, but like ship of the line kind of cannons. Then you have your actual legit battleship type cannons and all kinds of crazy shit. And you can sink so much time into that. But as you say, with kids, time is kind of at a premium, and that, like many other time sink games, kind of leaves you with not a lot of extra time to do much else in that regard. But yeah, at least with Planet Explorers, it has a storyline you can get through, so it's not exactly... Sure, you could easily spend an infinite amount of time in it, but you could also just go through, do the story, enjoy it, and then, you know, wrap it up, essentially. So it has a conclusion you can get to, very much like this. I'm sure the storyline will eventually have a conclusion on this, and I can just keep going and doing whatever the hell I want, taking commissions, and this, that, and the other thing once that has been dealt with. But that's assuming I want to do so, which I probably won't, considering that, again, we got Banner Lords coming up soon, we got X4's new expansion, which I'm hoping will actually make it enjoyable for me, as I've had, yeah, mixed feelings, I'll say, about it. Very, very mixed feelings about that game. I've tried for anyone that's ever watched me stream that game, I love the series. I absolutely love the series. I've been a fan of the X series pretty much since X2, essentially. And yeah, more so I played more of the X3 games, but still. You know, I've been a fan of the series for a very long time, but unfortunately their last couple of games were just incredibly disappointing, unfortunately. Unfortunately. They basically... The biggest issue that the X series had as a space game was that it essentially kicks you out into the void. Like, literally, when you play X3, they literally kick you out into the void, and they're like, here's one mission. Get out there and figure it out. That's literally it. It's just a quick little boot out into space, and it's like, well, here's the universe. Good luck. So the only thing that series ever really lacked was a good tutorial. Luckily, myself and others, although I don't really think I did a massively good job on that, but, you know, there were people that tried to make up for that by doing various Let's Plays and stuff on how to play the damn game. But, yeah. Am I missing anything? I did get some more data discs. It's already too late to spend them, though, so pass out. But yeah, that's the only thing that game really lacked, was a proper tutorial to get you, you know, used to the UI and everything and what you're supposed to be doing in the universe. Then with Rebirth, they tried to, I guess, westernize it, as they said, in the sense that they made things too damn easy in some ways and just really, what's the word? Frustrating in
Good morning.
more.
Me again. I have been meaning to talk to you. I promise that there will be no misadventures this time around. Albert has asked me to hook up South Block to Portia's power grid, but it turns out that the grid can't support South Block without shorting all the fuses. That means we're going to have to find another way to generate electricity for the new town.
Build
the mayor
a power
suggested
plant.
we add another power station over there, but that'll really stretch Portia's power stone supplies. After some consideration, I think we should try wind power. The strong winds coming in from the sea should be able to sustain several generators in the Eufaula Heights area.
I know they use a lot of these in Highwind, but it's not like we have the budget to import any. Do you think you can build a few for us?
No problem.
Alright, that's all I'm asking for. You'll need to talk to the research
As
center
always.
about it. since I don't have a diagram for this.
You never do. You never do. La-da, la-da, la-da. You're here early,
Hello? There used to be...
Here, have your daily Power Stone gift, my friend. Alright, what was I saying? Yeah. Kicks you out to the void. Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Thanks for the tip there, Jack. I forgot YouTube allows that because I have that enabled for them. I appreciate it, mate. But yeah, actually, yeah, the one sad thing is I don't have a notification for that for YouTube. I do have an alert box set up for Twitch, but I need to find a way that I can also implement. Like, basically, I can have all of them function together. But yeah, I need to look into that more. There was something that somewhat did that, but it had its own issues. So yeah. But what else was it? Kicks you out to avoid rebirth. Oh yes, rebirth's problems. Yes, rebirth's problems. As a person who, again, played well, for me, if I play more than 100 hours in a game, considering how I play too many games. I have over 600 games on Steam. God knows what I have for consoles, you know. I have too many games. I am like a squirrel when it comes to games. I'm always going after the newest, shiniest, or the next shiniest thing before I finish chewing on the last one. So if I get 100 plus hours in a game, then you know it is a damn good game. And the X3 series is one of the few where I have over 1,000 hours invested in it. One control panel? Sure. So yeah, I actually spent 1,000 hours playing, or plus, I should say, playing that that game. And that's actually before it even went on Steam. Like, if I look at Steam right now, let's pull up Steam here, go down to... Scrolling, scroll, ha! Let's see here. X3, Terran Conflict, 169 hours. Albion Prelude, 74 hours. Oddly enough, I don't see X3 Base on here, probably because Terran Conflict kind of took that in. X Rebirth, 136 hours. X4 Foundations, only 61 hours, because again, that was one of the ones where I was just, at that point, the disappointment kind of peaked in that they were making a lot of the same mistakes they made with Rebirth. So with Rebirth, they only gave you the one ship. They eventually changed this a little bit, but rather than, you know, starting off with a dinky little ship and then working your way up to, you know, a larger fighter and then, you know, going up and up and up from there, basically, you had one very overpowered little fighter that you could upgrade with different weapons and such, and that was pretty much it. Likewise, the variety, because of the way the universe had changed, per se, the variety, or a lot of the different species got separated, so the variety of ships available significantly decreased. A lot of the missions were still very boring. For the most part, there was a ludicrous amount of bugs, to the point where there were sections you would get to where the game would literally be unplayable. When the game first released, a great example was
this
trade
is a
ships.
somewhat alien subject to me, but I'll give it a...
Yeah. Here's your 5 data
Okay,
discs.
I'm going into her... Hi.
Trade ships did not function. You would give orders to trade ships and they would just kind of sit there and freeze for long periods of time, or would take forever to actually go about doing them. There were many occasions where a trade ship would dock with a station and basically ram into the station and explode. So, yeah, that was not good. So basically, trading, when the game first released, trading was nearly impossible. Not to mention that because of the way the economy was done, they were trying to make a more organic economy system, but for some reason, it just seemed broken. In the previous X games, it was a system of, if you had, say a station has 10,000 capacity. If they have 2,000 items currently produced, their price is going to be high because they don't have that many of them. If they have 8,000, or out of that 10,000, then the price is going to be much lower to buy them. Likewise, if you go to a station and, you know, they don't have much of a good, you can trade it to them for a profit. The problem with Rebirth was that they put in a system where you had to go around and scan stations to find essentially things like coolant leaks and other things that were affecting their supply so that you would get discounts. If you didn't get those discounts, a station could be completely full of the resources they produce, and another station could be completely empty of that resource that they want to buy, and yet they were selling higher than what the other people would buy for. So they were... The Universal production basically was grinding to a halt because it was a system of you couldn't sell anything without taking a loss. Even if the station had 10,000 out of 10,000 energy cells, it would cost like 16 units to buy each one, and then everyone wants to buy them for 15 units from you. So it's kind of like, yeah. So the economy system was somewhat broken. I had somebody tell me that it kind of, you know, gets better and fixes itself 40 hours into the game. But in a game like that, you should never have to be playing for 40 hours for the economy to fix itself. That's just kind of ludicrous. No. Just no. Well, can I help? Well. Right. Let's go slap these irrigation flooring back in place here, and we can get this completely finished up. Oh, you little brat. Right. Inventory. So yeah, that was one of the aspects that was broken on that, and because of that, once you got to a certain part of the storyline, they basically ask you to build a station. Which is all fine and dandy, except the main problem being that the only places that sold the resources that you need to build a station, well, they're now hostile to you. So, yeah, because the trading was broken and you couldn't, like, say, buy all that stuff before pissing them off, you know, before going so far in the storyline that you pissed them off. At that point, like, it took me, what, 2 or 3 years after the release of the game before I could finally get back. Basically, when it started to get close to the release of the sequel, X4, where I finally got to the point where I could, oh geez, didn't want to get on you, get back and finish that game. All because of how broken that system was. And even then, at that point, it was still annoyingly difficult, per se, to acquire what I needed for that. And then X4 came out. We were really hoping they would learn from a lot of their mistakes that they made, and that they would, you know, build off of what they have done well in the previous games in their series, rather than trying to reinvent the wheel. Unfortunately, once again, they basically tried to reinvent the wheel in a way, and it didn't work out for them. Because, as it turns out, if you build a sandbox game purely because it's a sandbox, I mean, sure, we all used to enjoy playing in a sandbox as kids, but then we ran off and did something else not long after. Without giving you any kind of attachment to the universe, any kind of reason to do the things that you're doing, which is what a story provides, because the X4 did not have a story. It had a couple of minor story-esque missions you could do, but it did not have any kind of overall branching plot to give you any reasoning, any meaning to do anything. Why am I necessarily creating a giant economic empire of dozens of stations and such? what's the purpose to that? Just so I can say I did it, pretty much is what it amounts to. Same thing for ships. Why am I trying to assemble a massive fleet of ships? What is the purpose of this fleet? Am I just gonna say, oh, well, I guess I'll go destroy the universe now and wipe out all opposition? I mean, yeah, you can do that, but is it really entertaining, I would say? Nah? Maybe? No? Not really? Not to mention that a lot of the actual ships that came with the game on launch, again, the variety was very, very small, and for the large capital class ships, they were kind of variations of the same ship. Like your L-class ships were the exact same as your XL-class ships, with just a very slight tweak to their design. So, compared to the mass variety that there was in X3, that was very disappointing in that sense, which is a shame. I don't really need to chat with any of you guys. Emily, let's chat if we can. I'm gonna go say hi to Ginger, and then that'll be the end of that for today. We could just keep skipping past days here so we can move on. But yeah, that was the big downfall of X4 in that regard. That it just, once more, it throws you out into a universe with no real purpose, no real drive or reason to do anything. Their whole Civil War faction system was broken to begin with completely. It was utterly disabled. They didn't say anything about it, which was kind of the only thing that really pissed me off about it. It's understandable if they encountered an issue that caused it to have to be disabled. The problem is that they didn't say anything about that until it was already well too late. And in order to make use of the system after the fact, you had to start a new game. So if you happen to, you know, like what I did, do a 12+ hour stream/session of it on launch, well, all that kind of went down the drain. Guess you got to start up from scratch. Yeah, that was not so good. Not to mention that the guild mission system, or the faction mission system, I should say, in and of itself, was somewhat broken, and it never really felt like you were actually doing anything important. It never felt like you were actually really supporting the war effort, because they would give you different mission chains, and they were always very much the same kind of missions. Likewise, a lot of the missions you picked up from stations and all that were very much the same. Oh look, another ship got caught in a random minefield. Okay, I guess I'll fly over and blast a couple of glowing dots for some easy money. Oh look, another one got stuck in a minefield. And so on and so forth. So the mission variety and interaction was just incredibly boring outside of the very, very small amount of like chain story-esque missions. The faction system likewise would give you a generic set of missions to do, and some of them were again very broken in that it would say, we want you to supply this sector here. We're preparing for the war effort in this sector. We'd like you to supply this sector with resources of this variety. So you'd think, all right, fine, let's go buy 3 or 30,000 units of food rations and sell it in this sector. Only problem is, every single station in the sector is full of food rations. So I can't sell any because they're full. So now I'm stuck with a mission that I can't complete with possibly a timer on it. All because it can't tell whether there's a shortage or not. So again, it just never really felt like you were doing anything important. I've had this rant before. You've probably heard this rant before. God knows I have made that rant many times before. Heard, not had. Yes, more than likely you have heard it before. But it's more so for those that may have been around, or not been around at that time, I should say. But yeah, that was the biggest flaw. One of my, it's actually, what, 2 favorite quotes I have from a review somebody did of basically, if you remove space from space opera, all you're left with, or the opera from space opera, all you're left is space, as in vast emptiness. Which is, you know, if you don't have any kind of story mission, all you're really left is the vast emptiness of space, and what are you going to do in it? You know? The other thing was that it seems like the only goal the game possesses is to be the biggest fish in an ankle-deep ocean. Which, again, sure, I could build a giant economic empire of interlocking stations and so on, and make a fortune and build a giant fleet of capital ships, but why? Other than just to do it? Maybe unlock some achievements? There is no overarching kind of need or reason or drive to do this. If there was some universe-ending threat, per se, if the Xenon found something that started to make them increasingly powerful over time, and you started to get news broadcasts about, you know, the new Xenon invasion, and how, you know, different worlds are suffering, and then eventually these civil wars have to wrap up in order to deal with this, you know, massive new Xenon threat or something like that. If something like that had happened, had been put in place, it would have been a vastly better experience. But unfortunately, they went for the pure sandbox style, and that just outright ruined it, sadly. That just ruined it. To my great sadness. Alright, we did talk with Ginger. I'm pretty sure we did give her stuff. I hope we did at least. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'll do it anyway. I'll do that anyway. Right. Gotta wait for diagrams. Actually, hold up. Hold my damn horse. Let's pet the llama. Yeah, that would be a good mod. They have tried to mod a lot of stuff in that regard. That's one of the things where it's like, it's always a series where it's always a funny thing when people say, well, the devs did fuck up, but you know what? The modders will take care of it. The modders shouldn't have to take care of it. They shouldn't have to fix your game for you. You know? They should be able to enhance a game and make it even better than before, but they shouldn't have to fix it for you. You know? You should have enough interesting, good base gameplay in a game without other people having to come by and add it for you. Alright, your speed is still being enhanced. Well, I guess I have to make sure to tell them to do that every single day, apparently. There we go. So yeah, the modders shouldn't be the ones responsible to make your game good. At the same time, there are a lot of good mods for it, and they have enhanced it to make it at least, you know, bearable to play it. Except, of course, I did play it with a couple of mods during the beta of the big 3.0 update here. And like I said, I had... I think I still have that image up here, actually. Let me take a look. So basically, the Xenon come in many flavors. Their ships are basically... instead of names, they're letters. So you have the Xenon M, which is their small fighter, the Xenon P, which is their heavy fighter. You have the Xenon K, which is their basic kind of capital ship. I think we have the P, which is their heavy capital ship, and then the I, which is their super heavy capital ship. So the way that their spawn generation is supposed to work is that they're supposed to get a large fleet of M's, which is their light fighters, and, like, I would say 5 M's versus 1 P. So 5 light fighters and 1 heavy fighter as a general group, basically. And for some reason, during the one version of the beta that I played, you know, a good 12 hours in, just to test things out and see if they'd improved any, the terrain, or the enemy generation algorithm had a bit of a bug, so it was spawning only heavy fighters. So an entire system was destroyed because of all of the Xenon raiding party Ps that showed up. Like, I had never previously seen anything like this outside of an actual Xenon system. And yeah. This was the home, that training station there, that Talati training station, that was the home station of my faction. So because they waltzed into that sector and blew it all to shit, I couldn't get access to my faction rep anymore. So I couldn't really buy any of the station blueprints that I needed to get my stuff going. So, to get my big station that I was building going. So that was a bit of a problem, obviously. Oh, that was ridiculous. That almost tops the time where I took a... I've yet to complete my research on the wind generators just yet. Even with Merlin's help, we're lacking a vital piece of information. How to get the rotational speed of the generators up to capacity. Current rotor speed calculations won't give us enough electrical current. I'll continue with my research to see if we can solve this. Phyllis is from Highwind, is a specialist in this area. Maybe she knows something we don't. Talk to Phyllis, basically. But yeah, let's go ahead and take my llama out for a ride. Yeehaw! Ack.
Hello.
Chat.
I'm learning more and more.
There we go. I remember that I took one very hard mission at one point, and it actually spawned 9 eyes, which are the 9 super heavy class enemy destroyers, essentially. Just one of those was enough to decimate all the stations around, and it spawned 9 of them. To say the least, I did not live long. Yeah, I did not live long at all. Colonial Charter mod transformed the game Banished. I don't think the dev even imagined it all. Or all the added content. Yeah, Banished, I remember I did play Banished. It wasn't a very mind-blowing game. It was okay, but, you know, I didn't really put a lot of time into that one. Quite probably because, as you say, it was not the best of content, per se. But hey. Alright, let me in. I must beat Higgins. I must beat Higgins to the board. Onward! A lot of A-class missions. 1 boombox. 6 grand for a boombox. Or 2 easy steel frames. What's the rep at? You know what? Because it's giving me so much money and rep, yeah, I'll take that. Besides, one of the main goals to... if you want to marry Ginger, basically, you need to have an S-class workshop. So, yeah. Day 40 of isolation. Still have not had enough food for 60 days. Still have enough food for 60 days. That's the one good thing about this isolation. Now is the perfect time for you to go through your actual bloody pantry and start cleaning out all that food that's been in there for God knows how long. I'm pretty sure everyone's the same, that they have a pantry just full of items that they shove into the back there and never get around to. Well, guess what? Now is the perfect time to start throwing that crap together, getting rid of it. Rice and beans. Good old rice and beans. Right. Actually, we're already on the ore stockpile. Let's go ahead and put away some more. Let's go to the wood stockpile. Put away them as per usual. Put all that junk away. Sort. Okay. 2 copper coil. I only made 1 because, damn it. Leather horns. 2. Another 2 copper coils then, apparently. Okay, small silicon chip would be in dungeon items. And that was a quick, easy job. But yeah, because God knows I have an absolute ton of crap that I could really... Honestly, if I could literally not leave this building, period, which, unfortunately for me, my job is a... What's the word am I looking for? Brain, function, come on. Work. Get to work, brain. Is a essential service. So, unfortunately, I do not have the option to stay home. I really wish I did, as I totally would stay home if I had the chance. But unfortunately, I cannot. So, yeah, being an essential service, I have to go back for that. If not, though, I would have enough food here to sustain me for probably several months, I would guess. Alright. Let's turn in this commission and we'll go see Phyllis.
Hi.
Fast and efficient, as always. I wish I got a bonus, depending on how quickly I finish a commission. If you finish it within, like, the same day or something, get a bit of a bonus towards it. Indeed. Yep, you as well. Well, yeah, there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. I mean, especially for me, you know, I'm part of the whole mail stream, basically, so I touch hundreds of items every single day that has been handled by hundreds of different people from dozens of countries.
I'd love to help you out, but I'm not exactly on talking terms with my family.
Yeah.
Besides, they're silversmiths. I'm not sure how much help they'd be. You should be talking with Nora instead.
Nora?
Yeah. Her family owns the Highwind Electric Company. So I'm pretty sure she knows everything there's to know about generators.
Huh. Who knew? So yeah, it's almost not even... the sad part is, for me, it's almost not a matter of if I'll get sick, but when I'll get sick. Even though I, you know, can take every precaution in the world against that, against that happening, how effective is that going to be in the end? We'll see. We'll see. The ironic thing as well is it wasn't even until literally this week that they finally started to implement some procedures to basically social distance, stagger people out so that, you know, we wouldn't be having people crammed together in a small space that we pretty much have to deal with. As much as they keep going on and on and on about, you know, oh, there's a plan, you know, we have precedents for this, we have, you know, things in the works, you know, for situations like that. There's not. They didn't have a damn thing. At all. It wasn't until they were basically suggested and told, do this, and enough, exposure was put to them actually finally getting around to doing it.
Yes.
Even when it comes to my whole thing, I had to come up with a plan for my little area, what we would do for that, and just get them to give it the old check mark, and that was how that kind of rolled out.
Oh, that's simple. All you need is...
Wait!
Nora.
Minister.
I've heard what's going on, Nora. You cannot help with this corrupted project.
What? Why not?
But...
Nora, you became a missionary because of your family's position on technology, right? If you help with this, how are you different from them? That's all I'm going to say on this subject. You need to think about it and decide.
Yep.
Minister Lee...
What does he mean by your family's position?
Yes. I came on this mission because I strongly believe that what my family is doing isn't right. My father runs a major business in Highwind, and his company makes machines of war.
We're not making machines of war. We're trying to power a goddamn gas station. Come on.
Now, I'm not naive enough to think that we don't need any weapons at all, but after 300 years of darkness, it makes me mad that the first thing we do once we get back on our feet is start shooting each other.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
All right, no worries. I'll figure out another way.
No, I think the minister is wrong in this instance. I know you're doing this for the benefit of Portia. Petra's missing piece is a gearbox device. I'll go tell her about it. You just wait for the diagram.
Thank you. Is this okay?
Yep, mail and all the essential services being crown corporations, they're owned by the government and thus they obey the government. That's the one plus side. You know what? It's sad. It's really, really sad. I hate to say it, but yeah. Unfortunately, I work for a company that treats itself as if it's a private business that is trying to earn profits for shareholders. That is how this company tends to run itself,
The minister will
unfortunately.
come around once he sees the result.
They do anything and everything they can to try and maximize profit when we're technically, again, we are a service under the government, as you say. We're not technically supposed to be making money. You know, the police service doesn't make money. The ambulance doesn't make money. We are also still a service under the government. We aren't technically supposed to be making money, and yet we're making millions and, you know, hundreds of millions even in profit every single year, all of which goes to bonuses and Big Papa government. And unfortunately, how do they go about getting that is very simple. They cut jobs. They increase the burden on their staff, and they make it so that, you know, they're having to deliver more and more and more than ever before. And how they do that is very simple. Now, everything that goes in and out of the local plant is counted. It goes through the machines. You know, they can pretty much tell up to the block where that stuff is getting delivered to. And yet, anytime they do a restructure, they have to come in and, you know, manually count this. And yet, all of a sudden, during that 2-week period of time, when they're doing this manual count, all of a sudden the mail and parcel volume magically drops. I wonder what happened. I wonder where it all went. And even for the stuff, because a lot of more stuff is tracked nowadays, so they can't really manipulate that as much as they used to. But even then, they were basically able to just turn around and say, well, sure, you sent us a 120% increase in that, but according to this, you know, piece of paper we have here, this average index, you actually only have a 12% increase. So we're going to take away 3.5 jobs. Yeah. So there's so much fraud in that company and how it's run, and it's all designed to make more money so they can get more bonuses. That's literally it, which is a shame, because you would think that a company in that kind of unique position where, again, they're not supposed to be making a profit necessarily, they're not a publicly traded business, that they would be doing the best that they could to create more jobs to help support the economy. Because I'm pretty sure that, you know, it's the creation of jobs that helps support an economy, not stockpiling money for a few people. But no, apparently not. Apparently we need to eliminate jobs, we need to increase burdens, we need to try and put out a system that adds another 2 hours of delivery on every single person and probably eliminates a third of the jobs along with that. So yeah, it's sad. It's honestly really sad. And especially now because we have this whole virus epidemic going on, and tensions were already high. Tensions were already high with all the other crap that we were trying to fight off, that they're trying to pull. And then you add this into the mix, where they're basically not doing a damn thing, really, to help secure the health and safety. Because not only are people out there, you know, busting their ass every single day on things that are getting longer and harder and heavier to do, but now all of a sudden they're, you know, having this threat of a viral outbreak and putting their own health and family's health at risk. We're probably going to end up passing out here and skipping a day so I get that diagram. Yeah, because there's not really much else. Well, actually, we'll go talk with Ginger. Yeah, we'll go give Ginger her gift for the day. So, yeah. Tensions are high. Now they're even higher. I've already heard of at least 2 major fights with management in the last week alone. They actually, ironically enough, we had an interesting incident yesterday or so, I heard, in that one of the management were trying to put up these bullshit posters, which were like, you know, we're here for you, we're supporting our local workers or something like that. There was actually a an image of COVID-19 on the side of this thing or whatever. And as it turns out, the design, from what I heard, the people who designed the poster and printed that out are the same people who designed propaganda and print posters for the KKK. So somebody apparently knew that, and they went around and tore all those things down and really had it out with management. Because yeah, that seems like a really stupid thing to be putting up.
Jokes all the time. I think I'm the only person that.
That seems like a very stupid thing to be putting up potentially, but they went and did it anyway because they have.
I like it.
You know, they can't apparently use common sense, which is hilarious. So yeah, it's just a lot of just ridiculous stupidity that we have to deal with, unfortunately. And God knows, in a time where we should be only doing the most essential things, you know, obviously people need their packages, people need their mail, that's a given. But one of the things they were forced to deal with recently was the yellow pages. So basically the business phone books. And these are something that used to be delivered independently. Like you'd get an ad in the newspaper or whatever to go deliver these phone books. And then you'd go deliver like 300 of them or whatever in an area and you'd get paid for it, which is fine. I guess a lot of people stopped doing that. A lot of people stopped actually, you know, picking up that job to the point where they're like, you know what, we're going to make you do it. And, or last year I should say, they're like, well, we're going to make you do it. We're going to address it, however, so that it's considered mail, so you don't get paid to deliver all these really heavy-ass, bulky phone books. Of course, we bitched them out for that like crazy. We grieved the absolute shit out of that. To the point where I thought we'd never see them again, only that they're back again this year. But at least this time, they're a flyer, so we're getting paid for it. But no, fuck that. Seriously, no. That's far more work than should be getting, you know, that we should be doing in that regard. And not to mention, who wants that even? We have Google nowadays. You know, you want to find a business, you want to find a plumber? Oh, look, I just found 15 different plumbers and it took me 30 seconds, you know? Nobody needs that damn thing. And it sure as hell shouldn't be getting delivered now, and you know, when we should only be delivering the essential shit. No, I'm north of that border. U.S. is even worse. They're trying like crazy to privatize the U.S. Postal system, saying how, you know, oh, we lose so much money in the U.S. postal system and all that. And it's, you know, no. How could you possibly lose money in a business where, you know, people need mail? People are always getting mail. People are getting bills. People are getting all kinds of stuff all the time. They're getting more and more parcels all the time. You know, online shopping sure as hell isn't decreasing. The only way that the U.S. Postal Service doesn't make money is if they're not charging them properly, which is a perfect example for Amazon. I'm sure Amazon gets away with a lot of free delivery via that system. So I can imagine why. And I guarantee the moment they try and privatize that, it's suddenly going to be making millions and millions and millions. Yeah, the Yellow Pages is even online. The only people who would want to have the Yellow Pages would be seniors. Because they, you know, what is this newfangled cell phone device? How am I? No, I need a plumber. No, I don't want, no. You know? Those would be the only ones who would need that, potentially. So in which case, go to every senior's home in the city and just give them a stack of 20 Yellow Pages. I mean, problem solved. Exactly, yeah. Everything comes through the mail. Again, parcel volumes have only ever gone up over and over and over again, year after year, quarter after quarter. And yet we're, you know, we're not in a growth market according to them. We're not, you know, the city has stopped expanding. We're not building any more houses in town. We totally haven't built entire new districts in the city anymore. They're a good booster seat for the toddler. Basically, my running joke with these crappy-ass Yellow Pages the past couple of weeks was that, well, at least we're delivering people some emergency toilet paper. At least we're delivering some emergency toilet paper. That's about all that they're really getting here. But yeah, they should not have to be out there. Like, we have to be out there. Stuff has to get dropped off if it can get dropped off. But still, they should not have to be out there for longer than absolutely necessary. Which is why stuff like that, even things like, you know, normal flyers that they're still getting some of, shouldn't have to be dealing with that during this period of time. And yet they are still being forced to do it. Because it makes money. As long as the company makes money, your health and safety is secondary. The moment that your health and safety starts affecting the bottom line of the company, we care. Able to finish the diagram for the wind turbine. She had a surprisingly deep knowledge of turbines. Please find the diagram attached. Research results. The comprehensive cutter. Ooh, nice. Nice. That is very, very good. So we did actually acquire the comprehensive cutter. Same thing as the comprehensive grinder. We will now be able to combine this lovely guy with one of these forges and thus be able to create plates using raw resources, which is exceedingly faster than using the smelting everything and then turning it into the finished products and so on. Yeah, no, we've had boxes and boxes of toilet paper go through. Cat litter, which is something that people really like to ship to. Well, I shouldn't say much, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of cat litter and stuff like that, yeah. I guess I should not say much. I don't want to get my ass kicked. God knows. I would not be surprised if they were to, you know... They pay a lot of attention to social media and a variety of things like that, so... Even on a service like this, I really need to watch what I say, because who knows if it might get passed along in that regard. Although I've already said much to begin with, but hey, that's already out there. With no, drones don't work. Well, it's not that it wouldn't necessarily work, it's that it would be so horrifyingly inefficient that it would be almost pointless. I mean... They're still out there, they're still safely delivering stuff, it's just that they need to not be forcing them to do things that aren't really safe right now in that regard. Do I have any steel plates on me? No, I must have put them away. Let's grab them. There we go. The biggest threat that we face right now, in regards to the kind of crap they're doing, is what they call SSD, or Separate Sortation and Delivery. This is essentially a system where they pay somebody, probably minimum wage, to show up relatively early in the morning and sort like 6 different routes. And then your job as a delivery person is to basically come in the day, just grab your mail that's already ready, grab all the ridiculous amount of parcels, and then deliver them. Where's the problem in this? You go from already being extremely overburdened, extremely, physically just exhausted, or even just, like the amount of physical damage this job, it's surprising. Like, before I actually did this job, I did not understand at all how hard it was on the body. Like, you wouldn't think it would be that difficult. It's good cardio, you're running around on the street, delivering handfuls of stuff. It's fine. No, it does a lot of damage to the body. Like, within 2 years, I'd already started to suffer injuries to my, pretty much my knees down. Like, permanent injuries within 2 years. Like, if it had been 10, 15 years, it'd have been like, yeah, that's understandable, that's no problem. But no, 2 years is all that took, which is shocking. And, yeah. What was I saying for that? But yeah, so here you are, you're already overburdened, you're already barely getting through your day, you know, with the sheer amount of stuff you have to do. And now let's add another 2 hours to that. The issues in that are go even further than that, in that you, because of that system being the way it is, you can't design, or you can't basically pull a route how you would want to deliver it. So I have never, like, I've done dozens. I've worked dozens of different routes, and never once have I ever pulled the route the way their charts say and thought, who the hell designed this? What kind of crack-addled monkey designed this? So it's basically if you want to go through your day in any kind of remotely efficient manner, you have to pull it your own way. So this whole system would not only deny you that, but then all of a sudden you're massively increasing the wear on your body and, you know, the amount you have to haul in that period of time. So it's just, it's a system that doesn't work. When they tried to implement this on the West Coast, you were getting stories from people who were having to sit on the floor to put together flyers for their day and just not having any space. And the whole reason why they're even implementing the system to begin with, trying to implement it, even though we fought it off before, and they're still trying to do it regardless. The reason behind them wanting to do it and trying to implement it is that, again, parcel volumes are up. They are higher than they've ever been. They are continuously higher than they've ever been. And yet they won't admit to that, because if they did admit to that, then they would have to, you know, create more routes, create more jobs, and, you know, pay more people. And, you know, no. Why would we do that when we can, you know, make you work harder and, you know, for less, essentially? Why would we hire people when we can make you do it? So, yeah, that's where this system comes from. And no, just 50 Shades of no. It's in every facet of the imagination, it is beyond wrong, and unfortunately, it is the reality of what we have to fight now. So, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Army especially, same thing. They're all over that, like, the perfect example of how tense stuff is here right now is I actually saw a, in our local Twitter here, essentially. Apparently one of the local carriers had decided that they were so fed up with having to deliver all this crap, all these, you know, this panic buying parcel crap, that he wrote not essential or something on their parcel, and they were obviously very pissed about that, which is understandable. You shouldn't have done that. 100%, I agree. Should not have wrote that on there. You know, you don't take out the stress that that's getting forced on us by management and by the company on the customer base. You know, it's not their fault that we have to deal with this crap, unfortunately, that we're forced to be out there and have to expose, you know, potentially expose ourselves to that risk. That's not on them. At the same time, I could totally understand where the stress levels are at for them, that they would do something like that. You know, I can totally understand where they're coming from in that regard. But still, should not have done that. And I guarantee, and I haven't heard it yet, but I guarantee sometime in the next week I'm probably gonna have to hear a report on that. You know, let me actually move this. Let me move this for you, Ak, because you're having a lot of issues meeting up with your lovely Laura here in the morning, so let me put her front and center there for you. Exactly. But honestly, if people order it, it has to get delivered. There are exceptions right now in that things that require signatures, things that require payment, are immediately getting sent to the post offices for pickup. The downside of that being you're supposed to stay at home. So, although they have to hold these now for 90 days, these post offices are very, very small, they don't have the storage capacity to keep, you know, storing all this stuff. And yeah, yet they're not being given a choice. So I'm sure there's a lot of local stores who are probably going to want to get rid of their post offices here real soon because they don't have the storage capacity to be, you know, holding all of this crap. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Also, I realize that we now have the design for the wind turbines, and I should really be getting on that. 5. Holy moly! Luckily, I started making some bearings, because apparently we need a lot of them. So, we need 3 of these, so I need 15 steel shells. We actually increase the amount of bearings that we're making. Right, 15 steel shells. I'm getting completely blown off track by this. You can tell it's, you know, it's a very heated thing, unfortunately. Again, unfortunately, when it comes to... How many of these do I need per? I think I needed 3. I need 3 per, so we need 9 total. We need 15 of these. I think I also needed ironwood, which I might be getting really low on, actually. So let's go ahead and make some more of that, probably. Do I have it on my... right now? I don't. Is it manufactured, maybe? It is, and yes, I am 100% going to need more of it. Alright. Well, you're making steel plates right now, so I'll have to have this guy do that. Refuel, maximum. Let's go ahead and make some iron planks. Cancel, yes, maximum. Okay, done. Fantastic. What was I thinking before my brain shut down? Oh god, I don't even remember now. When I finally get back to this, I realize how utterly distracted I was for that. Right. Put that in place there. Steel shells are all in place. What are we missing now? The 5 bearings. Let's grab manufactured items. Grab all the bearings that we have right now, plus what's already in the inventory, which is nothing. Lovely. And now we wait. Do I have another? I do have another grinder. Let's make more bearings. We're actually low on tin, so I'll have it smelt some more tin over here. Let's swap you to tin, my friend. Yes, cancel, maximum, refill, fantastic. Alright. Good. Now, while we're waiting for that to complete, which is going to take its sweet, sweet time, what on earth was I thinking before? Well, we should go see how to Ginger. Oh yeah, there's where the actual freaking turbines are going, way out in the desert, apparently. You would think you would put them by the shoreline, but I guess it works too. Something, 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 dark side. Blah. Oh yeah. Items are getting stored long term there. They don't have a lot of room. Which is, yeah. They are... And those are just, they aren't actual, like, those are people that work for those actual, like, say, shoppers and such like that, they build those post offices in. They aren't actual, as far as I'm aware, at least. Actually, they might be official employees of the company in that regard, but I think they get hired by that local shop, basically, though. They don't get hired by us, they get hired by them. I meant to go see Ginger, yes. Give her her daily umbrella. So, they get shit on a lot. They really do.
Hi.
Which is unfortunate for them as well. I always hated it, because I used to actually drop off stuff from them, and I always hated, especially during Christmas, because the amount of stuff you were dropping off there was just like, they just do not have the room at all. Like, they are up to the rafters constantly.
I like it.
And stuff. It's just, it's bad for that. Those poor peoples. They don't get enough credit for all the hard work they do. But yeah. Sonia wants something. Nothing else really going on. We're mostly just waiting for stuff to process now. So let me make sure I actually have the time. I do not. Let me crank that 100% back up. Back on up. Actually, let me make sure I... Was she available or not? I didn't check that. You are not available. Well, you know what? Let's throw down. Let's throw down. Oof. Usually you would start with scissors. Apparently you didn't this time. Oh. Ah, winner. I am defeated. Damn. I am utterly, utterly defeated. But yeah, we have a system in place where essentially it's a grievance system for anything that happens to violate contract. But in the end of the day, it's basically a broken system. It doesn't work, really. I think our new local president worded it quite eloquently in that we're the only players in a game where all the other players are cheating with... We're the only ones trying to play by the rules, and yet everyone else is cheating and winning at our expense. Essentially. The only legal means of basically trying to create any kind of pressure per se, or leverage so that we could get the things that we were supposed to, you know, have, that we deserve to have in that regard, was the strike. Unfortunately, we had no other real means to make them, you know, give us anything. They basically would just laugh/spit in our face. I mean, even when it came to the last bit of arbitration on that, every single offer they gave was a joke. Like, 100%. Completely unacceptable. A perfect example of them outright just saying, this is what you're gonna get. You're basically, you know, you're screwed. This is what you're gonna get. This is all we're gonna give you. Take it and get back to work. Basically. Which led, of course, to the rotating strike, which was slightly different than the old strike. It was basically something that allowed us to keep delivering, keep working, keep earning money, so people were still getting their stuff, but put pressure on the company. But of course, they turned around and cried and whined and started, you know, spending a couple million on advertisements, or a couple $100,000 on advertisements about how we were ruining small business and how small business was going to go under and how we were doing so much damage to the economy by this. And no, at most, shit was getting delayed a week. And the interesting aspect about that is it's not something that happens just at the drop of a hat. It is basically something that is used as a last resort when all other forms of negotiation fail, and it needs to have the vast majority of support from the membership to happen. And so far, locally and beyond, the amount that have voted in approval of that have been upwards of 80%. Like, I think the last one was like 86%. So you can tell there's some very serious, you know, problems universally across the board in that workplace. If 86% of your entire membership is voting, we are willing to, you know, to walk out on this company. So it's not just something they're doing because, you know what? I'm feeling really lazy. I don't think I'm getting paid enough. I'm going to go on strike. No. It is, I am broken, I am beat down, and I am tired of this. So let's, you know, let's do this. That's basically what that amounts to. And then unfortunately, what happens, happens. They eventually go to Big Papa government and are like, we tried our best to negotiate, even though every one of our, you know, offers was an absolute joke and a kick to the balls. You know, we've tried. We've tried our best. Please, what's the word? Please pass a bill to make, force them back to work. And then lo and behold, that's what's happened every single time. The last couple governments were even harsher in that. In the fines and punishments they were putting towards that, which has been found in the Supreme Court to be an illegal legislation, but that didn't stop them from putting it back into place again anyway. Yay! So, yeah. That's always a fun thing to note. But, yeah, and an interesting aspect as well that I learned of is you cannot sue as a... I think this might only relate to employees, but as long as they're within arbitration, you cannot sue the company. So there could be massive grievances that warrant a lawsuit. I'm pretty sure there are actually several grievances that warrant a lawsuit currently in the works, but they can't go through as long as they're still in arbitration. So that's one of the main reasons why they're dragging their feet as much as they are with that, is because they know if they eventually, get through this, they're going to be facing a whole slew of lawsuits right behind that. There we go, that's one complete. Now I just gotta build 2 more, yay! But I'm not gonna have enough bearings until tomorrow, yay! Crap. Oh, whatever. So yeah, they're basically just constantly, they have no motivation whatsoever to get this resolved. They've been dragging their feet for ages. They will continue to drag their feet as long as they can. And yeah, it's a sad thing, unfortunately. But that's the reality of work for almost everybody nowadays, honestly. I mean, this is hardly a unique situation. Amazon, Walmart, Sears, basically any corporation ever out there works in the same pyramid scheme-esque style of, everyone at the bottom is working their asses off to earn the money that can be funneled up to the top. And in order to funnel more money up to the top, they got to chip away at the bottom, take a few edges off the corner, take a few more edges off the corner. Lo and behold, eventually it gets to the point where the entire bottom, the entire foundation is an absolute mess and the whole thing collapses. Then the top gets cut off and flies off into the sunset. With no repercussions whatsoever. Yay. Anyway, enough of that sadness. Let's get back to actually enjoying this, I should say. It's one of those things where I am unfortunately one of those people where I will go off on a frickin' tangent on that if given the opportunity. I suppose it's simply because I don't have enough sources to vent that out on, I suppose. But hey. I mean, coworkers are one thing, but they're already living that shit. They know. I don't even have to say anything. They already know. Hey, Builder Welder. Portia Times is now officially profitable, in a large part thanks to you. Here's what you owed last time. Aw, thank you. Finally got my money back. Not that it matters much. I mean, 2,000 thrown into this pot isn't really going to give me all that much. And I think, what is it? We need 90,000 to finish upgrading the size of this place. It is Sunday. Oh, shit. Shit. I just realized yesterday was Saturday. I didn't do the workshop inspection yesterday. Crap. Oh well. Do I not need... No, I only need the steel shells. For some reason I thought I needed steel plate with this as well. I don't know why. Either way, we're still waiting on some additional bearings. I need some more tin. Luckily we should have that produced now. Good. We can get to work on some more bearings. Likewise, I did forget to train the llama. Just forgetting everything now, apparently. I cannot interact with you inside of here, I don't think. I didn't think so. Damn. Damned restrictions. Let's feed you, though. Yeah, let's make sure that you're getting everything you need in here. Let's ride out into the sunset here a little bit. And I will interact with you here. There we go. Good llama. Good llama. Right, let's ride. The DD stops. There's not really anything else we need to do. Yep. I wouldn't be surprised. That would definitely be a very sneaky... You know what? The sad thing about that is, even if that's not true, even if that's fake news per se, it's simply this. It's sad to the point that even somebody just mentioning that is enough for us to be like, I could see them doing that. You know, where I'd almost believe it right away simply because that from precedence, that seems like something they would do. And that's sad. That's really, really sad. You can tell a lot of people have lost faith in you when you can outright just be like, you know what? I don't know if this is true, but this is kind of in line with the kind of bullshit that they're doing, so I'm gonna believe it to be true. Where is it? Nope. I'm blind. Oh, apparently the pot size was different. I shake my head. I definitely failed that one. Oh well. What can you do? It's just such a shame that they're basically, again, it's... We would not have as many problems if it wasn't for the fact that we have CEOs, VPs, and everything else that are trying to run a company like a publicly traded company rather than, you know, what it is. If it wasn't for that, if they weren't trying to make basically profit for themselves, then we would be one of the best jobs in the country, probably. I mean, when I actually had time to interact with people, you know, you get to know the people along your route, you know, you get to interact with people and all that, answer questions and all that. We don't have time for that anymore. We gotta go, 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 go. But yeah, that level of customer service, that level of, you know, yeah, well, I could just say that straight up, that quality is no longer available simply because there is no time. Yeah, just slightly too big, just slightly bigger. I just kind of started randomly swinging my hammer around and hoping for the best, basically, at that point. Alright, we need 3 more bearings. I've already... I guess it's early enough we can go see hi to Ginger. Why the hell not? Maybe we'll be able to take her out there now. We can take her to the balloon. That'll be a fun one. Probably the balloon right away, just 'cause I don't know how much energy it's going to take, and from there... Oh, jeez.
Recently, I finished reading my...
Yes, it's a fabulous book.
Thank you. It's... Hi.
Well, I would love to, but you won't let me. And away we go. Alright, I guess all we really have to do is wait for the last bearings. Then once the 3rd windmill is done, we can go get that placed. Eventually we will need the larger... Like, I will need to expand this one way or the other. Or, at the very least, this will have to be expanded. So that I can build the last tier of items. Because, again, I am trying to race through this as fast as I can. Since other shiny distractions will be appearing soon enough. And she was never seeing again. It's like, Ginger won't go out with me anymore. It's probably a once-a-week thing, I think. Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. How are these doing? 3 more days and I can finally maybe harvest some freaking stuff out of this. But I should actually pour some more fertilizer in here. Max her out. When you get this working, it is quite nice that I don't have to keep paying attention to it, but yeah. Do I want to plant other pumpkins and stuff? I guess I could. The laziness overwhelms me. There we go. Yep, Bannerlord is out 1 day earlier. Yep, Bannerlord's now out on the 30th rather than the 31st. On the 31st, Split Vendetta is going to be released for the X4. There was also something else popping up in April. I can't remember for the life of me what it was right now. I'm sure I'll remember it eventually. You know what? I think I have enough of this powder. Don't even know what I'm going to use that for, so I'm going to hold off on any more of that. Ooh. Ooh. Can the comprehensive grinder make aluminum... not grinder. Can the comprehensive cutter make aluminum plates? It can. Wait, it can even make titanium plates? Wow. Interesting. This is a resource I never got access to last time I played this, so... Again, as much as I'm trying to race through this campaign, per se, through this main missions, I'm probably not going to be able to succeed unless I put, like, 6 hours a day into it before that releases, so... Which isn't going to happen. So, more than likely I'll have to do a 1 day this, 1 day that, 1 day this, 1 day that kind of separation again. Anyway, all 3 of the wind turbines have finally been completed. We're going to find them wherever the hell they went. There they are. We're going to take the old bus out to the wasteland, go get those babies planted, and then we will be good to go. I do eventually want to get that rare llama in there. And away we go. The inspection is ended. I will get my rewards in the morning. Yay! It's unfortunate, though, that it's not releasing on a weekend. Like, if Bannerlords was releasing, like, today or tomorrow or something like that, I'd be ecstatic. Unfortunately, it's releasing on a Monday. Sigh. All the sigh. Boop. Oh, that's slightly larger than what I built. Ever so slightly larger. I like how I'm carrying that. This is some advanced building technology we have here. It's funny, too, I was actually just playing a little bit of Warband to try and get into the groove of things for that. And I wasn't sucking nearly as much for once. So, yay! Ah, it's a thing of beauty, it is.
We've got power.
Gale will be happy to hear.
Flappity flap flap.
Yep, we're right on schedule.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Hey, as a builder, there's a lot of things. See you.
I could drop you off, but I won't. Haha! Man, I'm actually quite looking forward to that one. Oh my yawn! Holy, pardon me. It is actually getting late, so I'm probably gonna have to call things here pretty soon. I'll probably give her another 20 minutes, maybe another day or two, then we'll probably call things there. I wonder who's actually... It's funny, too, because everything else is huge, but look at the size of this. It's like a little barn. I can barely fit in... This motel would have, like, 2 rooms. It's one of the many buses, which unfortunately I can't actually use. But hey, we done good work here. We done good work here. And away we go. But yeah. Split Vendetta looks very interesting as well. At least they're finally adding a story back in, which will help to at least get you some initial investment in the universe and direction. Because what I would do when I first started up a game in the X series, or the X3 I should say, is I would pick an enemy. Like, that is still very heavily sandbox, but at least it would give you, when you were starting off as a sandbox, I'd be able to pick an enemy, go out there and fight them specifically, and be able to, because of how many sectors there were, I would be able to basically harass their traders quite often, and still be able to leave before any kind of attack force showed up. With X4, because the sectors are, you know, a lot more contained, there's a lot less of them than there were previously. If you try to do a similar thing, like raid their trade ships, even though they're, basically you would go into their sector, and all of a sudden you'd be surrounded by, you know, a fleet of cap ships and all that trying to fight you. So they would you know, send an entire fleet after your ass in a hurry, rather than just sending, say, the local police force to stop this person harassing our ships. No, they would send their entire damned armada to hunt you down. It was kind of ridiculous, just a little, just a tiny bit ridiculous. Ores, put that away. Let's go down to manufactured ores. Go ahead and start dumping all these back out. We don't need that anymore. Let's go down to the animal. Sort again. Drop, drop, drop. Sort. And we're back down to 1 inventory full. I really should make another chest to just dump this stuff again. Oh, actually, speaking of which, dungeon items. I also have dungeon items in my inventory that I can get rid of right now. And I still have this drill, which I can't use yet. Eventually, I'm going to get a drill tool. I don't know what powers it. There's also a chainsaw I eventually get, but yeah. I've never actually had either of them, so I'm looking forward to actually finally unlocking them. Is there anything else I need to do right now? No. We'll wait till the morning, see what Gale has to say. Go ahead and return. I shouldn't have any additional missions right now. Nope, everything is completed. Let us, excuse me, let me interact with the stable. I want to... You know what, you seem to be very unhappy, so let me actually take you out here for a second. Interact. Let's give you another good petting. There you go. Good llama. Good llama. Let's do it again, just in case, for good measure. One more for good measure. Good llama. There we go. Oh, and then I beat him with my hammer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You're still kind of pissed off. But you know what? I'm going to train you anyway. I'm going to train your speed. And then eventually I'll train your endurance. So you have more stamina to go along with that speed. Excellent. Go to sleep. Wake up. Alright, let's go. Let's see what the day has for us. Oh. 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 Hello. Why, hello there. I believe that's Mid's boss, if I'm not mistaken. From the Commerce Guild, we get some more condensed power stones and some of that fantastic stuff. The annual Portia Land Run race is happening this Friday and Saturday. If you're interested in participating, Prepare a ride for this event beforehand and register at the event. Town Hall is going to have several orders for long-distance buses for the new route from Portia to Sandrock. You post them in the Commerce Guild board if you're interested. Of course I'm interested. Come, my noble steed. Let us be off. Acklebean, before you head on out.
I'm learning.
It might just be further in the story that I unlock the ability to hire Ack. Because we're already, I think, we already buddies, so I should be able to hire him now, actually. Or at least I think I get a discount with him now. Yeah, Ack is a buddy, which... No, at friend, you get a discount on hiring him. She's up to that point. Looks like we can take Ginger out there tonight, which is fantastic. Alright. And now we're just going to wait for them to open. And then we will take all the commissions. In we go. Now I'm assuming I'll be using all those advanced engines I've been acquiring. Waterproof cloth. Long haul bus. Ask Petra. Of course we do. Of course we have to ask Petra. Onward. Probably knows about the statue of you in your house. The dead llama hooves inside your house. Yes, that was my previous mount. He disappointed me. Don't disappoint me, colorful llama.
Well, you're not the first to come ask about this. We're already working on it. Still, I need...
As always.
We'll have something... Hello?
I'm sure you will tomorrow.
Hi.
Speaking of which, let me
Did
research.
you discover you don't have enough data?
What, I don't have enough data? What? Oh, shit. You're right. Whoops.
My teacher Merlin had...
Well, shit. I'm gonna have to go mining. Right. We're gonna have to make some waterproof cloths. First things first, let's go say hi, as always. Then we'll do that and spend the rest of the day mining. Ginger!
Hello.
There you are.
I love to make things with my...
Have an
I like
umbrella.
it.
And I will see you, Peach Plaza, bright and late tomorrow. Alright, let's go do this. Come on. Onward! Okay, that's gonna take 2 hours. That being the case... There we go, put all that junk away. Let's go mining. Confirmed! And we'll refresh the mine while we're at it. Although, did I even really go mining for the... it doesn't matter, it's 20 gold, what do I care? It doesn't matter. Why yes, I would like to refresh the mine. Thank you. Alright. Do I want to boost the research on that? It's not really necessary, but I suppose I could. Let's get some more drains. Not sure what that recording is about. I wonder if there's a machine that I can make that will actually play these recordings. I hope there is. It's got to be in the museum. There's got to be a section in the museum or something where I can play that. Alright, let's do a scan here. That's new. Down we go. Excellent. Oh no, it's just another keypad. Speaking of which, I still have to assemble that. I've had a complete one for a while. Just need to get around to actually assembling it. Husbandry data chip 2. I've had that one for a while. Actually, no, let's go with these. These are much closer, and they're looking much more valuable to me. Especially those boxes, because they tend to they usually guarantee at least one data disk. A clay figurine. Yep, there's a nice data disk. Some tempering liquid, which is always welcome. Another data disk. Let's do another scan. Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll go this way. Perfect. Yeah, there's still several aspects to the game I haven't reached yet either. There's whole trade sections or something that I haven't unlocked yet. Another advanced engine. Let me just throw that in my scrap heap of advanced engines. Jeez, not joking by much. I have enough of those damn things to drown in. Ooh, sphere trophy piece. 19 data disk. Wow, I'm not really getting much here this time around. Hello, secret room. Not really a secret, but still. Abandoned room, we'll say. Which I think is its more accurate name. Cooking recipe data chip number 3. I'll take that, thank you. That's going to be a fun one to have to excavate. We'll try going up to the one a bit further away first, just because of how this is set up here. I don't really want that flow. Ooh, nice. Condensed power stone. I'm assuming this is also a condensed power stone. No, it's freaking Marco's tail again. Damn it, Marco, I'm not interested in your tail. Oh, apparently I hit the wrong key. There we go. In we go. Oh, yay! More furniture! It's what I always didn't want, but I'll take it anyway. Oh, we got a power stone at least. And another power stone. It's better than literally nothing. Right, let's see what else we can mine in the area then. Just keep going straight on up. There we go. Another keypad. Holy God, the keypads. Alright, away we go. Yeah, you tend to get more data disks mining actual ore and such than you do stone. Typically, you don't even seem to get any from doing stone, but hey. That's what you gotta travel through sometimes. And that should be enough, I think. Oh crap, it's already too late. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get to her tonight, unfortunately. Damn it. It means we lose one more day on the research. Lame. But we're mostly skipping past days now anyway, so it's fine. Clay figurine. Right, let's go. I mean, I can check, but I'm pretty sure. No, it's definitely too late. She closes up at 1800. Most things close up at 1800, so. All Leon. Okay. And away we go. Excellent. My cloth should be done by now. Hold up, llama. ×3. And now it's blanked out. Fantastic. Alright. Going to go deliver that quickly, assuming that they're not closed in. Or under lock and key, per se. Ah, yes, it was you, Alice.
Hi.
Yep, there she
Hello?
is.
My teacher Merlin has... Bye.
Damn. Fine, I guess I'll get my research tomorrow. Sigh. How many do we actually get? Yeah, we got 28. That's not enough to that's not enough to boost it regardless, but it's fine. I will acquire more eventually. Yeah, you head home. I will add to your feed here. We've already worked a lot on your speed. Let's go ahead and work on endurance. Right. Oh. Wait a tick. No, it was tomorrow that we're meeting Ginger. Otherwise, it would have given me a notification. Desert Ruin is about to expire. I am fine with that. Hey! Exciting news. Come to the Portia Times as soon as possible. Okay. Here's the diagram for the long haul bus. Hopefully everything's in working order, so don't break it down halfway. From the Town Hall, we have an important announcement tonight's fireside. Come on by. From the Commerce Guild, happy to inform you that we've opened our self-block trade post. This trade post will be used to trade daily items and materials with Sandrock and the other free cities. It's located near Yee's Motel. The guidelines are written on the signboard. Read them before you start, especially you, Higgins. Happy trading. Especially you, Higgins. Alright, let's look at this beast. The long-haul bus. 4 tires, 6 seats, 2 advanced engines. Nah, that's easy enough. And that's everything we needed. Pretty much, except for the advanced engines, which I'll grab now. That's the ore. Let's put away the wood. Okay. Dungeon. That away. Drag you on there. Drag you on there. Grab the... I have 30... Actually, I have exactly 30 advanced engines now. Oh, I need 4 steel shells, apparently. Whoops. Oh. I was low on frames again. Uh-oh. We're low on welding rods. We're low on iron. So I'm definitely not going to be able to complete this. Today. Or at least I'm not going to be able to complete the other long-haul bus today. Higgins will already be in there. Damn you, Higgins. Let's go take a look at the things we can trade. 4 aluminum plates for an S-class mission. Done.
This looks very nice, as expected.
Damn straight. Once the South Block trade post opens, it'll be busier than ever. I think they might say it opens tomorrow, so we'll see about that. The aluminum plates are practically nothing. I can go grab that quickly and turn it in. I also got to go to the Portia Times. Screw you, Higgins. Talk to her for whatever reason that she wants to chat. Hello, Ack.
Hey, do you need a helper?
Yes.
I can cook.
Yes.
And maybe
Yes.
help out in the
Yes.
workshop.
Yes. Yes.
I drop by often anyway, so
Yes,
I might as well
yes,
find
yes,
an
yes,
excuse
yes,
to
yes,
just
yes,
stay
yes.
at your place.
You need living allowances. Those glasses of milk don't come for free. Please hire me. Hyrack? You bet your ass you're
I got a
hired.
visitor from Walnut Grove visiting me the other day. He said he made the trip to Portia just to see me. Holy corn on the cob! I'm becoming a celebrity. I would like to remind you that you can follow or change my schedule in the home panel on your wall. Also, a large swath of my task memory is corrupted, probably due to this hole on my head. I don't think I'll be able to perform all the tasks you require of me at this moment. Petra mentioned that there are still many slots available to add data chips in my head. So, if we plug in chips with the task data of what you want me to do, I'll be able to perform it.
Where can we find the data chip?
Petra gave me one for storing cooking recipes. Which reminds me, you can give me new cooking recipes to remember as well. So, maybe she has more.
Or maybe I can go into my artifact storage here and pull out like the 30 freaking cooking chips I have for you. Automated planting chips. I got chips for days, my friend. I got chips for days. Let's been a while since I cycled through all these. Yeah, nope, I got chips for days. There should still be more. Wait, was that my random crap bin? That was my random crap bin. Here they are. I knew I had a big old stockpile of them somewhere. That should have been the last of it. Okay. Those are all the chips I have for you. Automated planting data, agricultural chip 2, cooking recipe 6, 3, we've got husbandry data 2, cooking recipe 1, 5, 2. Yeah, we got lots. Lots. Oh yes, I came back here to get some aluminum plates. I completely forgot why I came back here for a moment. Let's immediately go turn that in. Good day, Mars. Not you, Toddy. Or Toady.
I'm saving
whatever.
some money on... Hey!
Damn straight you will. Right, let's go talk to Petra, get my research started. Then we'll head on over and investigate the trade stop, and on the way I'll head to the mine and start mining a lot more iron, because we are heavily low on iron.
You want data chips for AC? Sure. We have some in store from all the broken AIs we excavated. But since they're rare, they'll cost you.
Goals?
No, I don't want money. I want data disks. I'll give you the data chips for data disks. Fair trade, no? You can use the cashier counter in the research center for exchanges in the future. Wow, I'm so tired. I've been reading too many books recently, but they're so interesting. Maybe once I find Allsource, I'll write a book about it as well. Hi.
Maybe.
If you find anything of value... Hi. Did you discover... That should be enough data disks. Still, if you want to... The data corruption on these disks...
I don't have enough data disks for that. Let's see what she is selling for AC. Loudspeaker. Those are the designs, essentially. You're not even selling anything for him right now. I mean, you're selling a lot of the old designs. But I never needed to buy those anyway. Right. Yeah, this will be the last day we do for now. That being said, first things first, before we go to South Block, let us... I want to ensure that everything that should be cooking is cooking.
Hello?
Upgrade. I have so many chips for you, my friend. Let's see. Seafood noodles. So he actually has some really good recipes, too. 20 stamina. This is actually what spicy fish soup, but I don't have enough emperor bannerfish. Spaghetti with hot sauce. I think this says this is how many I can make. That increases my attack. I know Arlo wants one of those. This is a good one here, though. If I have a golden salmon king, mustard, seaweed, and an apricot, I can increase my health permanently. Same thing for the sacred fish king soup, which I actually think I do have that king as well. If I have the various ingredients for that, I can increase my defense permanently by 1. And of course, I can also have favorites. Anyway, you've been fully upgraded now, my friend. Well, as fully upgraded as I can do right now. Let me quickly verify. Actually, can I? Yeah, the electric furnace only makes aluminum. So I will need to get some more furnaces back up and running if I want to keep going with all the other stuff. guess I'll put it up on here so I know. What do I need? I can make all of that. I can't make the seats. Let's go ahead and start mass producing leather, which I can easily do, as well as boards. I guess I needed the wooden boards after all. Luckily, I can also use this one for that. Right. I'll get the other skiver working on that as well. We're already making welding rods. Steel plates, I'll have it make them directly, which we already have actually started doing, I think. So I shouldn't have to worry about that too much. Yeah, we already did that. We're low on iron. That's why I'm going to the mine. So I try to remember everything I'm trying to do right now. Right, let's go check out this South Block Trading Center. Which is another thing that either wasn't available the last time I was in the, I played this in the beta / alpha, or I just never got to that point. Ease Motel. Wait.
Hello.
Sophie? Granny of the Hulu Brothers.
I stay with Siwa since she's all alone, but it's good to see the brothers together again. I stay with...
Aw, this is the first time we're meeting. What do you actually sell? Ooh, such a Santee, apparently? There's the golden ginseng. I was wondering where I could get that. So with that, I can actually tame the super llama. Banquet table. Eye of the tiger. Firestone. I'm sure these are going to be important later on. The military grade engine. I have to trade in 3 advanced. You know what? I know I'm going to need that eventually, so I'm going to buy one immediately. Cough words, cough. Cuts wood much faster than an axe. We have the design for the banquet table. Why would I need it, though? Because my axe already does a good job. I mean, I can see a partial amount of convenience for it, but at the same time, Let's see. South Block Trade Post. I don't really know how that works, but hey. Let's put... I'm assuming that's the kind of things they will send to me. I could be wrong. So I might find all that in my inbox later. But, we'll find out. We will find out. Regardless, let's head on up and get some of that iron. We should more than likely have that the last long haul bus done by tonight. Of course, I need to remember that we're also meeting up with Ginger there, so I will have to head back ahead of time. Relatively ahead of time. Let's see. Where be me damn iron? There be a vein. There be a nice vein. Yar, all your booty belong to me. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Unfortunately, this vein was a lot smaller than I thought it would be. In that regard, I am disappointed. One tiny iron vein in the middle of all this aluminum. Oh, apparently there's iron on the roof, but no. I'm not going all the way up there for that. This, however, is acceptable. Not quite close enough, I guess. Excellent. Hey! Oh, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Trying to blitz my way through this before Banner Lords and Split Vendetta release. Which would be Monday and Tuesday consecutively in that regard. Oh god, no! As I fall into the pit of doom. Never to be heard from again. Alright. Come on. Aha! No falling to my doom this time. What time is it? 16:08. Right. I don't have much more time. Hopefully this will prove to be enough. I'll go grab this one last little patch over here and then get out of here. Especially now that we have the comprehensive cutter, so I'll be able to outright turn this raw ore into straight plates right off the bat. So that's a very good, efficient thing to have. I'm very, very happy we got that now. Level up! Yeah! Excellent. Alright. And good enough. Let us... What do I want to spend that on? Kind of good in that. There's supposed to be a race around town, so I might want to put some points into that. Right. Actually, no, never mind. I wasted that point. I forgot. We're supposed to build some kind of vehicle, apparently. Yes. The land run. The great land run. Also, apparently it's May's birthday coming up here. At least I knew ahead of time. Alright, time to take the quick train home. Go. Fireside. Oh yeah, there's a fireside tonight as well. Shit, I forgot about that. An important one too, if it pinged me like that. Ooh, what do we have here? Delivery cart. Oh. Oh, so it is. I have to deliver these items, and I get paid a large amount for them. Okay, whoops. I'm going to fail that thing because I don't have any apricots. And I'm not going to have any apricots. Oh, Fireside of 1900. It's an important fireside. I better get to it now. There she is.
Hello, everyone. We have a lot to talk about today, so let's get straight to it. This here is Molly of the Flying Pigs. She's been sent by the Alliance government to inspect the ruins around here. She's here to discover if there are any more old world creatures running about. I think we would all agree that the last run-in we had was especially dangerous.
We should have done this a long time ago. Think of the children.
Think of the children.
Are there reason to suspect that there are more corrupt?
Are you really from the Flying Pigs?
Let me, Mr. Mayor. First, hello everyone. I'm Mally.
There's no evidence of any more dangerous AI.
At the same time, we need to be careful so that we don't have a repeat of the incident in the Eufaula Desert. My job here is to systematically check through all of the known ruins in these parts for any serious danger. Together with the Civil Corps, we will also be investigating any unexplored ruins. That's all from me.
Is that your plane from outside?
Yep.
It's an RS-001. It's one of the last of its kind. A real beauty.
Wow!
What are you going to do if you find any more AI machines?
I guess we'll assess the situation and see. If it's too dangerous for the people here, we will destroy it.
Just so that we're clear, I don't want people heading into the ruins looking for trouble.
Hey,
especially
Fire.
you,
How
Toby.
you doing, buddy? Yeah, especially you, Toby.
Molly's work will begin immediately.
Even though you're going to do it anyway.
Citizens, let the professionals do their work. That's all for today. Good night,
buddy.
everyone.
How you doing? Oh, I keep forgetting to go get you some of that supplement too, don't I? I don't even know if they're open anymore now. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Oh, brother. You're not looking to join the Flying Pigs as well, are you?
No!
Oh, brother. You're...
Oh, here's Ginger.
My papa is in such a good mood recently. I think it has to do with the completion of South Block. It's been his vision to connect Portia with Sandrock since he's been mayor. Hey! Uncle Russo has been a...
Do I have any umbrellas for you? I do not. That is horrible of me. Yes. Yes, I do. Let's ride. Sorry, Gus. We're leaving you behind. Bye. Yeehaw! Peace out, stalker brother. Oh, God. He's fast as a llama. Run, llama. Run. Quick, jump the fence. Oh, God. He's catching up. I turn around and he's catching up with us. Oh, God. That is funny. I hope we can use this. Oh, he caught up. I don't know where the interaction point is here, and it might be... Well, it sucks if she can't do that. It sucks a lot. Alright. Well, let's outrun your brother again. Oh shit, almost got stuck on the building. I still have that cranked up, don't I? I do. Let's crank that down then. So we're burning through way too much time. Alright. And now I wait. What are you up to, you little shit disturber, huh? Oh, you're so cute. Aren't you? Oh. Apparently I can't Are we actually doing anything right now? Because none of the interaction points are working.
Uncle Russo has been a great...
Huh. What the hell? Apparently we can't dine then. Fuck. Can we do anything? Let's go to the plaza and find out, I guess. Once she gets aboard, Cat, why are you sitting on my hand? You're such a brat. Apparently we can do this at least.
Papa told me stories about him and... Thank you. Uh-huh.
Let's do it. Might as well do it again. If we can, which we can't. Yay. So some of the interactions work, some of them do not. Lovely. Let's go off to... And there's the freaking badass plane. Guess we'll head off to the island to do the only other thing that I know we can do. Party with the crabs. Also, I really should... Kitty. Oh, fuck, never mind. I guess I don't get access to the mouse pad anymore. Ah, jeez, you're an adorable little brat, you. Apparently this interaction doesn't work. What the hell? That's kind of aggravating. Guess I'm gonna have to call it early and waste a week now, cause yeah. Shit be borked. Possibly because I let the time advance too quickly. That might have really screwed it for that. I might look up the balloon ride area there. There must be a time limit on it for the evening.
Hey.
It is a pity. It is a pity, but unfortunately there's not much I can do with that. Since it wants to screw me. Pet the llama. And keep petting the llama. And then we will train the llama. Then I can get everything else built. I should have this thing built up before I need to pass out, and we can turn it in the morning. Go home. Add. Train. Speed. I know you're not happy. Well, too bad. Really? Inventory's actually full? God damn. Oh, fuck. Cat, I really wish you wouldn't take over my damn mouse pad. make it very, very inconvenient for me to do this. Nope, not you. I need you. Okay. You know what? No, we should have barely enough time to slap it together, I think. Just barely enough time. Yeah, no, you need to be on there, my friend. Where are the steel frame? There they are. Done. Long haul bus number 2 completed. But we will drop that off tomorrow. I'm going to call things there for now. We've already gone long enough for today, especially considering I already did another 2 hours or so earlier. So let's go ahead and sleep there, and we will pretty much call it there. But we're going to pop out first to make sure what kind of mail we have. Ooh, I also want to check and see if my ranking went up at all. Uh-oh.
Hello. Good morning.
Who are you?
I don't believe we've met before.
No, we haven't.
I'm Dana. I run a farm a little ways down the road from here. Anyway, I'm doing a survey on the business owners around town, asking if they have a need for ore deliveries. I'm thinking of opening an operation near the old Eagles mine if there's enough demand. Okay, thank you for your time. I'll inform you if I can get it off the ground.
You just let me know what you need. Research Center, 3 days. That's actually surprisingly short, considering. Nice. Alright, regardless. Have fun, Polly. Let me take a look and see if my workshop ranking actually did go up or not. I doubt it. Because the next one up after this is S rank, so... Yeah, no, we're still A rank. Anyway, regardless, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Definitely have yourselves a fantastic evening. And I will catch you all tomorrow with some more My Time at Portia. Till then, have a great one.